Here at Anvil, we're interested in more things than just old equipment. For instance, this pumpkin needs to be deboned for a pumpkin pie. Let's see how that was done old school, shall we? Devin here has the pumpkin deboning equipment. What we are going to do is insert a special blend of chemicals and spices into this deboning equipment in order to be able to, well, shall we say, service the pumpkin with extreme prejudice. So what we'll start with is approximately, I don't know, a third to a half a cup of special seasoning. It consists of, if you can't have any spice, allspice and other things. There's a little bit of sulfur in this seasoning, and that little bit of sulfur is what kind of adds sort of the, I don't know, the rotten egg smell to it, but you override it when it tastes so good. So we've got that stuff in there. And then we have to have the seasoning separating device, and the seasoning separating device sits in there. And then we're going to get here's the real trick. We season with a hardwood dowel that's been turned down to a .997 inches in diameter and soaked in oil for a day. So that sits on top. It's important to make sure that the special seasonings are shoved all the way down the device and firmly fastened. Now, since we're using an Irish seasoning dispenser, we have to use 3 of these. We're using number 7.5 seasoning, and since I can't count and I'm a little bit Welsh and a little bit Hungarian, that was 3, right? That don't make me well hung, does it? Okay. All right, the dispenser is now going to be positioned. The dispenser is going to be positioned in the steadying device to allow Devin here to hang on to it. This is important since the machine whips up a tremendous amount of back force when it operates. So we'll add enough special seasoning to the pan that would be a lot on most small handguns. Okay, you're at full cock, sir, and I want you to proceed to extract the pumpkin. Outstanding! All right, yeah, that's the way to do that, brother. Well, that's about it for this episode of Anvil Cooking. Love to have you back, and as always, a pleasure.